Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hi, good to see you today. I'm here with Flor, Boldo. My name is Kristina Krauss. We're with Children Are Important. And today we're doing a second video on special needs children or children with disabilities.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, we want to mention that yesterday we had a earthquake here in Mexico. So that sort of shook our whole country here. We felt the earthquake where we were, and basically the office moved and the boards moved and we all ran outside and we saw our neighbors and everything, but our office did not fall and we didn't have any damage or anything. But we are about an hour away from various places that did have buildings fall, so it's quite startling, and a lot of our country here in Mexico is hurting right now from either losing a loved one or just facing that there are still people that they're trying to rescue. So we are very grateful for your prayers, and if you want to donate, we're bringing food to getting food to people who need it and supplies. So we got water and a whole bunch of grocery items, basic needs to bring to the people that are in need right now. So thank you for your prayers, and you're welcome to help, pray, and also donate.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dive in to special needs children. Okay, so we're talking about children who have some sort of disability. So it could be Down syndrome or autism, deaf, mute, intellectual disability, or being in a wheelchair. Also, sometimes you could have children who their brain is normal and intact, but their body is not. So there's a whole different variety of disabilities, but we do have children in our churches that come and want to learn about God, and if our teachers aren't trained, we don't have any idea how to help them. So I just would like, Flor, could you share that testimony you just shared with us?
Wow. Last year, my family and me went to the town, and in the church there was a boy in the silla de ruedas, wheelchair, and that boy was diagnosed with disability intellectual.
Mm-hmm. So he had a intellectual disability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other teacher come to the boy and put, that's all.
So they basically just parked him there. Was it with the children or with the adult? With the children, right?
The
yeah.
children.
So he was with the children, but just parked there. Yeah.
And I was thinking, okay, what I can do for the boy.
Well, she noticed too that she was sharing that no one went up to him. And he wasn't participating in anything, and nobody was helping him participate in anything, so he was just sitting there by himself, basically. She goes up to him.
I went near her, and hi, I am Flor, and the boy made visual contact, and start salivar, ¿cómo se dice?
Salivating,
because
had some drool. Mm-hmm.
He was very exciting. One people is near of mine, and hi, and the grandma come and say me, her name is Alberto.
His, yeah.
And hi, Alberto, my name is Flor, and take the wheelchair and put near of other children. And in this moment, he was very, very exciting. Yeah, the eyes and the face, a small movement,
yeah. Like a small smile.
Yeah, was very, very happy. And this is for me, and history helped me for continue for the help other children, special or disability.
Yeah.
Okay?
So it was encouraging for her too. She was sharing that to see a church that didn't know what to do and had just parked him and for her to be able to say, here's some things, well first let's greet him, and then let's bring him over to where the other kids are, so he can be with other children. And then just to see the joy on his face really gave her a lot of joy, and she was able to talk to the teachers afterwards and show them some tips. So this is something you can do, help the children who have different disabilities in your church, and make sure they feel welcome so they can come and learn about God. Okay, so what else are we going to learn today, Flor?
We have a visual schedule or
Okay, so it's a visual schedule or a
sequence.
sequence panel. That's what we said on Monday. So it's a sequence of your class or a visual schedule.
Okay. We need a text and
Picture.
picture. This is Spanish. Sorry.
So we have Spanish here, but we are going to make you an English one, no problem, and you can make these as well. So basically you want to have letters to spell the word, so because you are going to have some of your children who can read, so you want to have that there, and then you want a drawing for those who can't read.
Yeah. For example, pray and
then this drawing of the girl praying. Oh, we also have these huge ones here to show you.
yeah.
But in your class, you just need these small ones. But so you can see, I don't know, I can't find the prayer. Oh yeah, here's prayer. Huge. So it's just a drawing, so they can see it and understand. Okay, that's prayer if they can't read the word. So sorry about our Spanish, but you can put your own language there, right? It's just the word prayer.
Okay, we need a watch too.
Okay, so here's our clock. And this is going to show you the time, but basically you want to say the time right now is prayer time. So the clock is just sort of representing what we're doing right now. So when you have in your class, you'll have these small ones, and so if it's prayer time, you can have all these different sequences or schedule for your class, and then you move the clock.
Okay, for example,
So there's songs, here's prayer. So you can say we're doing prayer time now. And then when you move to songs time, you move the clock down to the songs card that also has a picture of the music as well as the word songs. So this child with disability can see visually, okay, now we're singing or now we're praying. And that helps them follow the class better. In fact, a lot of the different disabilities struggle with change and schedule. So the more you have a good schedule and you stick to your schedule, the better all of your disability children are going to feel. So for example, autism, they feel a lot better with the schedule and if you tell them what's coming.
And anticipate and repeat.
So you want to anticipate. You say repeat. You can
anticipate and repeat, and repeat.
And then repeat, and then repeat. So you got to have patience, so you're not getting frustrated with your child because they need to hear it again and again and again and again. So how to do this sequence panel? For example, you can say you're going to want to anticipate. So if you have the memory verse, so here's the verse, and we have a little bubble here that's showing that they're putting it to memory, the verse. The Bible is getting put to memory. So this picture and then the word that goes with it, it says verse there in Spanish.
Bible verse.
When you're doing the verse, you want to say, okay, now, next we're going to have, so depending on your class, right? So next we're going to have our student books. So while you're doing the memory verse, you need to, the monitor is the person who's going to go to your child with the disability and say, in 5 minutes we're going to do student books. Ooh. And show them the card. So these are huge, right? You're going to use these little ones. And depending on how many, if you have one child, you can use a set this size. And you know, I know one church that has 11 children with disabilities. One family has 4 children with disabilities, and because that family was willing to bring all 4 to church, other families who had children with disabilities were also willing to bring their children, so they ended up with 11. So Actually, I know this, I don't know how it is across the whole world, but I know in Mexico there are cases where the parents are not willing to bring their children to church because the teachers don't know how to handle them and they come home crying or upset or a million reasons they get really upset. So, and it can actually wreck 2 full days or 3 full days for that child. So it's not worth it to those parents to bring their child to church if your teachers aren't ready and able to take care of them in a good way. So your goal then is to have your teachers trained in such a way that they feel comfortable and can start coming. Then once you have 1 or 2, there may be more in your community that would like to come, and they will start coming once they see you're ready, okay? So what I was showing you is you want to anticipate. Okay. So when you did the Spanish a minute ago, which ones were you using? I think you did.
Okay, I will like using the pray.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's here.
Pray. And
lesson. And game.
And game. Yeah. Okay. So how does it go?
Okay. Okay. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Flor. Oh, I'm going to be the special child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Christy.
Hi.
Maybe say. Bleh.
Oh, bleh.
Hi, Christy.
Bleh.
Hi, Christy.
Bleh.
Okay. It's time for pray. Okay.
Okay.
Now, pray.
Okay.
Can you close your eyes? Okay, it's time for pray. Okay. Finish the pray.
Okay. So we pray.
In 2 minutes, we're going to game. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna play.
Okay. Christy, in 1 minute, going to play.
Okay.
Okay. You need to know that this game is a musical chairs.
Okay. Musical chairs.
Yeah. Do you like music?
Yes, I like music.
Okay. And the chairs?
No.
No? Oh. We need the chairs and music.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. First, hear the music.
Okay.
And when the music stops, you need to sit on the chair. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So she's gonna repeat this, and when we did this just a few minutes ago in Spanish, she basically narrowed it down to 4 sentences, right, Flor? So, and then just repeating them again and again so the person can, so the child with special needs can understand what the game will be. And you do this before you play the game.
Or maybe you can take the hand and move near, or it's time for room and running together.
Oh, okay.
That is
Yeah,
other.
so if it's time to run, you can run with them and show them how.
No,
So she had in this game that it's musical chairs. So she had 4, what were your 4 points? It's time to play.
Music,
We're going to play music,
chairs,
chairs,
stop.
and then when this music stops, sit down. So then you repeat that like 4 times.
Yeah.
Don't get tired. Don't lose your patience. And that way when it's time to play the game, your child is ready to play.
Okay.
So you can do this for each item. So that's why you have the clock. And you can move it along and say, okay, now we're praying. And then you move it. Now we're playing the game. And then you say, okay, next we're going to play. We're going to have our student books. And then you give them warnings ahead of time. And then you show them with the clock where they're at.
Okay, igual recordarles que pueden ir incrementando la dificultad cada semana, también los maestros anticipan primero unas imágenes.
Okay. So also she's asking me to remind you that you don't have to be able to do this whole sequence panel or visual schedule all at once. You don't have to show up and be like, okay, I have my whole sequence panel, I'm ready. You don't have to do that.
No.
You can start with 1 and just say, okay, the game's hard. I'm going to start with the game, and so 10 minutes before the game, I'm going to start talking to my student and letting him know what the game's going to be, giving him the instructions, and then he's gonna feel better or she's gonna feel better when it's time to play. Then you can say that's all you do that week. And then the next week, I'm gonna do the game and the student books and help them hold their pencil, help them know it's coming up student books. You're going to sit in this chair and you'll have this pencil. So you can start with 2, you can start with 1, and then add them as you go to where you can have them all with practice. It's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So build up to it.
Okay. Well, just finished.
Okay?
Yeah.
So just want to remind you, we talked on the first video that the idea is that you have a monitor. So that's a person who's going to stay with the children or that child. So in the case with the church that had 11 special needs children, they're probably going to have 3 monitors. One for the family, because they already knew the family, and then 2 more for the other ones. But if you have 1 special needs child, you need 1 monitor then to be with them. If you had 2, maybe 1 monitor could do them both. So their job is not to teach class, but to sit with the child and help them get through class. So they greet them, they know their name, they need to be early every week, so they're there when that special need child shows up, and they can greet them. And then they're the ones who run this visual schedule or sequence panel. They're the ones who are doing that. So the teacher can do the regular class, and the monitor is the one sitting with the special child and helping them through the sequence.
Okay, and the homework.
Homework.
Yeah.
So we just want to encourage you that also we are giving certificates for doing the assignment and finishing this class. This training is for you to be able to have special needs children or children with disabilities in your church. So we'll have 4 videos. This is video number 2. And today's homework assignment is that you make your own sequence panel or visual schedule. So that's your assignment. And we're going to have these in English so that you can download them. And also you can make them however you want. Now also one other thing, we did activities that are in our curriculum or our syllabus. So in our syllabus we'll have, I think we forgot to show them all here. You can start showing them.
Okay.
Puedes ir mostrando. Se nos olvidó mostrar todas.
Okay.
So we have student book and we have the game.
Okay.
There's prayer.
Okay.
And
Bible verse.
Bible verse. This is the opening of your class. Questions and answers. We have a drama, songs,
Oh, my favorite.
lesson. So this one is the animal from the sea, and that is from our curriculum or syllabus, Submerge in the Word. That's available in English and Portuguese at this time. But you can also change it to, like for champions, we have In the Ring. And champions is now in, I believe, 15 languages. So get it in your language, and then, or you can make your own visual schedule based on the curriculum or syllabus that you are using. And snack. Always good to have snack. And then you make your clock that you're gonna go from each activity. So you make each one, and we recommend this size right here in your classroom. We made them big so you could see for different workshops that we train teachers in. And you make your own panel or visual schedule based on your syllabus, and then you're ready. Don't forget, you can start with 1 at a time and keep adding and building up. So make your own panel, and that is one of the homework assignments. We only have 1 other one, so there'll be 2 assignments plus watching the 4 videos if you want to earn your certificate. So send us an email saying you finished it. Take a picture of your panel, and you can win your certificate. Let's see. The email is Flor Boldo at Children Are Important.
Yeah.
So Flor is FLORBOLDO at Children Are Important.
Yeah.
All right, so earn your certificate and make your church open and willing to receive those who have disabilities or are different than you and I, and show them the love of Jesus. All right, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
And we will see you in the video number 3 next time. Goodbye.